Gurubhyo Namah.
Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 5, Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Sloka 20. Na praharshyet priyam prapya, no dvijjet prapya cha priyam, stira buddhira sammodho, brahmavid brahmani sthita. The one who has a firm intellect or stabilized reason, without enveloping with foolishness or ignorance, as a Brahmavid, stays in Brahman. By getting good, he will not be in joy, and by getting bad or mishap, he will not be in sorrow. The one who has a pure knowledge of the Absolute, who is firmly attached in the Absolute, for him, everything that is existing is for attaining that level of the Supreme. He always likes to be dissolved in that Absolute. There will not be any thinking like good or the bad existing in him. The good and the bad in the manner of the Absolute does not exist. The joy and the pleasure in the manner of the material world is not existing there. Here, complete joy in the manner of the Supreme is existing. The one who is foolish does not mean the one with zero intellect. The one who does not understand the reality of the Supreme or the Absolute can be called as a foolish person. Good and bad cannot be weighed. Good for one may be bad for the other. The one who attains that stability of understanding the truth of the Absolute, he will not get trapped onto any of the attachments or the foolish acts at all. He always tries to remain in the Absolute and stays in it. Sloka 21. Bahyasparsheshvasaktatma vindantyatmani yat sukham sabrahma yoga yuktatma sukhamakshayam. The one who eliminates the desire to touch the outside world, in Atman, what joy is existing, that he will be attaining. The one who gains the Swatmanishta in Brahma Yoga will experience the joy which is never diminishing. Material world is a trap in actuality if we do not move in a cautious manner. In each and every action we do, we should be vigilant in the way that we are approaching it. As said here by Guru, Bhagavan Shri Krishna, the one who does not attach to the outside world of illusion or maya, he will be moving in the right path. What joy in Atman is existing, that he will be achieving. That cannot be explained by any text either. That condition of joy comes from within and cannot be explained in any manner. The one who understands that level of Supreme will not be coming back from the same. Sloka 22. Yehi samsparshaja bhoga dukkayonaya evate Adyandavanda kaundeya nateshuramate buddha. What kind of attachments due to the interaction with the senses would happen in subjects that for sure will be generating sorrow? O Arjuna, since this has a start and an end, the intelligent one will not be attached to it. The material world being considered, the attachment towards the objects and the things would happen as per the vasanas existing in us. When the senses interact with the subjects of its concern, as per the vasanas, we get attached towards it. Hence, what is really required is the transformation of the vasanas in the manner that it aids our path towards Absolute or the Supreme. The materialistic things will have a start and an end. That does not have the state of beyondness. That reality behind everything we will not be able to understand if we go behind the materialistic. Sloka 23. Shaknoti haiva yasodhum praksharira vimokshanad kama krododbhavam vegam sayukta sasukhi nara. Before getting the freedom from the body, in this world itself, who acquires the power and tries to eliminate or destruct the emotions that generates the attachments, anger and related, that one will be becoming Yoga Yukta. The one person will become joyous too. Whenever the attachment takes over, the reality will be shaded. The reality will be covered. In this birth, in between the destiny of birth and death, we are doing the things as per the free will. For doing the things in the manner of the free will, which brings our journey to the correct track, true knowledge is required. The same will be generated only on the path of Guru. Within this destined time of birth and death, we should in each and every moment be moving in search of that reality. That search towards the outer world is not required, but towards the inner self, that search should happen. If the search needs to be happening in the right manner, we should be overcoming our conditions of the attachments. Sloka 24. Yonda sukho andararama tathandar jyotirevaya sayogi brahma nirvanam brahma bhuto adhigacchati. Who exists in inside with joy, who exists satisfied in the Atman, likewise, who exists with the radiance from within, that yogi will become Brahman and attains Brahma Nirvana. The state of yogi needs to be understood carefully. Here, for the yogi, there is no inner world and outer world that will be distinguished. Yogi sees the outer world as part of the Absolute in the manner in which it must be seen. There, we will not be seeing any distinctions or differentiations at all. When one exists in that level, what is experiencing is a joy from within. The true knowledge is fully experienced and the state of radiance will be coming from within. There, the Atman is fully flourished and understood. Sloka 25. Labhande Brahma Nirvanam Rishayakshina Kalmasha Chinnadvaita Yadatmana Sarvabhuta Hiterata. The one who does not have any intention to do the wrong, the one who does not have the notion of duality, the one who were able to do the Yamana to mind, for the one rishis who exists doing good for all the Bhutas or life, Brahma Nirvana is achieved. The one who is completely existing in the state of a rishi, for him, in each and everything, the elevation of all the life force towards the Supreme is what is kept forward. For him, to any of the life or Bhuta, any wrong he will not be bringing. The upliftment will only be happening. The mind and intellect and all the senses for him will be in the manner of the Absolute, it will be moving. In what things are being done, that can be seen. The state of duality will not exist. The oneness in everything can be seen there. Towards that oneness, everyone needs to move. To achieve it, in that notion of true knowledge, should everyone be moving. Each and every individual needs to think and come back towards that real path. Sloka 26. Kama krodha viyuktanam yatinam yatachetasam abhito brahma nirvanam vartate viditatmanam. The one who got liberated from the anger and attachment, as well as the one who deviated the actions from the subjects to the Atman, the one who understood the form of Atman to the fullest. For those yatis, the state Brahma Sayujya is there. Anger, attachment, desires, and all are interrelated. As said previously too, as per the vasanas existing within us, the interaction of all these happens. When something happens in favor of the vasanas existing within us, the manner in which that we intended, joy will be happening. In the other case, if the opposite is the result, sorrow and anger will be generated as per the vasanas. When we do the interaction in this manner, what comes is ignorance. On the other hand, when one deviates the interaction from the subject towards the Atman, when one analyzes and understands the real self of Atman, for the one who sees the Absolute in everything, he will be achieving the state of Brahma Sayujya. Sloka 27. Sparshan kritva bahirbahyan chakshukshaivaandare bhruvo pranapanau samau kritva nasabhyandaracharinau. Sloka 28. Yatendriyamano buddhir munirmokshaparayana vigate cha bhayakrodho yas sada mukta evasa. The one who leaves the outer interactions outside, focusing the eyes on the Bhrumadhya, the one who stabilizes pranapana running in the trachea, doing yamana to senses, intellect and mind, the one Muni who stays in that manner of supreme liberation, when stays without the state of desire, fear and anger, will be in the state of a complete liberated one. Towards the chapter of the Dhyana Yoga, here Guru Bhagavan Shri Krishna is moving with Arjuna. The outer interactions that happen may take us towards its concern, and that will indeed aid in the Vasana generation, which is not in the manner of the Supreme. For the one who needs to come out getting trapped in similar interactions, the Dhyana as said here should be implemented in them. Guru can only guide on that. The way one needs to implement anything in self needs to be coming in the way of true knowledge only. In Guru only that level exists. For each and every individual, the way in which the dhyana needs to be taken will differ as per the state and condition that one is existing. Only the Supreme Guru can guide in the same. Sloka 29. Bhoktaram yajnatabasam sarvaloka maheshwaram suhridam sarva bhutanam jnatva mam shanti mricchati. By knowing me, who is the consumer of yajna and tapas, the protector of all the world, the friend of all life, one attains peace. Towards that absolute we are moving. To know the self, to achieve that Atma Bodha, we are moving. For the Supreme, there is no distinction. When the state is being achieved, complete peace in everything is the result. It will be a state of complete silence. To reach that stage, pure sacrifices within the self must be done. Surrendering completely towards Guru is the only way through which one like each and every one of us will be able to achieve that state. If that opportunity comes before us, from that moment we must be completely devoted to the cause, and in that Supreme we should dissolve ourselves. Further discussion on the same will be continued.